In this trip, I'm taking you to Koh Samui, Thailand. We will be lining up for a ferry, which honestly takes almost half the day. Staying in a luxurious beachfront pool villa that is so nice so that I don't want to leave at all. We will be walking around Chaweng at night, and of course, visiting famous landmarks like Fisherman's village, the Chinese temple, and the big Buddha temple, which is truly big. And of course, the legendary Hinta and Hinyai rocks. So let's go and see what Koh Samui has to offer and why this island is so popular. Well, this was actually supposed to be day 1, but I'm going to skip ahead first, and you'll see why. We started driving from Chumpon province down to Surat Thani, heading straight to Donsak Pier to cross over to Koh Samui. The distance is about 250 kilometers, and it took us almost 4 hours to drive down here. Eventually, we arrived at the Seatran Ferry Pier at around 3:50 p.m. We were hoping to catch the 4 p.m. ferry, but well, we ended up waiting until 6 p.m. just to move forward and buy the ticket, and then waited again inside. So we came to queue for 4 p.m. ferry, but only got on the board around 7 p.m. Honestly, I was planning to book the ticket in advance, but I kept forgetting and was busy traveling and driving down here. So I definitely recommend booking your ferry ticket ahead of time if you're coming by car or motorbike, so you don't have to wait as long as we did. And finally, once we're on the ferry, it was time to head to Koh Samui. At last, we were hoping for the sunset cruise, but then we just got a blue-hour cruise instead. On the ferry, there are small shops selling snacks and drinks, and the ferry ticket cost us around 750 Thai baht in total for 2 people and 1 car. After about an hour and a half, we finally arrived on Koh Samui, and from there we drove straight to our villa. And here we are at Sangsuri Beach Villas. I have to say, it's absolutely stunning. Honestly, this might be the most beautiful holiday villa I have ever stayed in. This is the upper area where the master bedroom is located, right next to the second infinity pool. And this is the first infinity pool located right next to the beachfront. And this is the view of the entire villa. The master bedroom, where I will be staying, is about 60 square meters, incredibly spacious. The staff also decorated the room with fresh flower garland, which is really lovely. We were also welcomed with a fresh coconut welcome drink, served in a whole coconut, super refreshing, and they also prepared a big fruit basket just for us. And after unpacking, my mom and I went down to the beach for a bit, since the tide was low, and then we just relaxed for the night. And finally, our first full day begins. For our first morning, the villa prepared breakfast for us, a full American breakfast. Even though there were only 2 of us, the chef prepared so much food that we could barely finish it all, but it was super great. And after breakfast, we decided to head out for a walk in central Samui. Around this area, there are plenty of small and large shops along with many big hotels. Honestly, it doesn't really feel like I'm being on the island at all. And now we've arrived at Central Samui. It has many of the same shops that you would find in other central malls, but this one is designed as an open air. Everything is spacious and airy, which makes it really beautiful and relaxing, and of course unique as well. There's even a cinema, along with some really nice bar to sit and relax. Outside of the mall, there's also a small market where some vendors stay open throughout the day, though the prices are definitely tourist prices. After that, I had to return to do a bit of work, and later in the evening, I enjoyed some time at the beach right in front of the villa. Around the rocky part of the beach, there were lots of small shells and hermit crabs everywhere. There was also plenty of seaweed growing around the rocks, including peacock's tail algae. And just before the sunset, I went for a swim in the pool for a bit, and then it was time for the dinner. Tonight, we had a private chef come to cook for us. We requested grilled seafood, but we forgot to mention that we wanted it real Thai style, so the chef prepared in a Mediterranean Thai fusion style instead. And to finish the meal, we had a beautifully presented mango sticky rice for dessert. But right now, I'm about to enjoy the juicy tiger prawn. A big bite, absolutely delicious. Later that night, we asked the villa manager to take us out for some drinks and to explore Chaweng. And now we're here in Chaweng at night. It feels completely different from the daytime, much more lively with lots of shops and restaurants everywhere, and also a lot of tourists. We parked our car at Ark Bar Beach Club. The parking fees is 500 baht. Actually, the 500 baht you can redeem for drinks inside the bar. So we parked the car, went for a walk first, and then come back to enjoy a drink here. Inside is a full beach club with swimming pool. You can choose to sit at the bar, by the pool, or right by the beach. The beach area was quite full, but luckily when we arrived, there was a fire show happening and some seats left for us. If you want photos, you can ask the performers to come closer, but sometimes you don't even need to ask. They will come right to you, just like this. And after trying to survive in a messy atmosphere outside, we return to the peaceful calm of the villa. Yesterday, we requested dry porridge with prawns for breakfast, and for lunch, we had a spicy seafood tom yum soup with Sangsuri chicken, which is actually the signature dish of the villa. Super delicious. Today, we mostly spent the entire day relaxing at the villa, and later in the evening, I went out for a bit of paddle around on the paddleboard. At this point, as a founder and host of Chanakan Gallery, I would like to take a moment to thank the main sponsor of this trip, Sangsuri Beach Villas, for generously supporting the accommodation and making this Koh Samui trip possible. And I'm so grateful for the trust in us to help with the production and the creative campaign short film for the villa and this trip. In the evening, we came across a small local market, so we stopped by and take a look. The prices there were actually pretty reasonable, just normal local prices, so we picked up a few snacks to bring back with us. And after that, we continued to another very famous spot of the island, the Fisherman's Village Night Market. The atmosphere here is similar to a walking street market that you could find throughout any province of Thailand, with lots of shops lined along the street. It wasn't too crowded, probably because it was a weekday. Mostly of the stores sell souvenirs and clothing, while the restaurants are mostly located toward the back. When it comes to the prices though, I have to say they are quite expensive. Once we reached the street food market, it was very much tourist pricing and in many cases a bit overpriced. Not every shop though, but most of them. So we didn't end up buying anything there, we just walked around to see what it was like, and after that we head back to the villa and had dinner with the food we bought earlier from the first market. There are actually 3 villas here, but Villa 1 had guests staying there, so we didn't go explore that one. And for the breakfast today, I requested a Southern Thai style breakfast. So we had khanom jeen with 3 different curries and hot dai fried chicken, and it was absolutely delicious. Today, I'm going to drive around the island for a bit. I have to say, many of the smaller roads around the island aren't very smooth. There are quite a lot of bumps and potholes. And our first stop is Wat Plai Laem, one of the famous temples on Koh Samui. Here you would find a large statue of Laughing Buddha and a massive white statue of Guan Yin with 18 arms standing beautifully in the middle of the pond. The temple combines Thai and Chinese architectural styles, and the atmosphere here is really peaceful. Next stop, after a short drive, we arrive at Wat Plai, which is really close by, and nearby there are also statues of characters from the Thai epic Phra Aphai Mani. Let's walk up to see the Big Buddha. But first, we stop for a moment to enjoy the dramatic sky and weather views of the other side of the island. Wat Plai, or the Big Buddha Temple, features a 12-meter tall golden Buddha statue located on Koh Phan, a small island connected to the Koh Samui, and this temple is one of the island's most important landmarks. Down below, there are many souvenir shops selling all kinds of things. Then we continue driving along the route 4169, which seems to be a brand new road, super smooth and really easy to drive on. Suddenly, it started to rain, and 5 minutes later, it stopped. And a few moments later, the road were completely dry again. The island's weather here is pretty funny. So our next stop was Wat Ratchatamaram, also known as Wat Silangu, but the locals often call this Red Temple. The temple stands out with its beautifully crafted red sandstone ordination hall. It's located near Laem Beach and has a really peaceful atmosphere with some of the most unique architecture on the island. From this pavilion at the temple, you also can see and enjoy some beautiful views of the sea. After that, we planned to visit Hinta and Hinyai rocks, but we got a bit carried away driving and ended up going much further than expected, so we decided to save that for tomorrow. For now, we headed to Chaweng Beach. We stopped quickly at the market in front of the Central Samui to grab something to eat, then walk over to the beach. Chaweng Beach is the most famous beach on the island and is also the longest white sand beach on Koh Samui, stretching about 6 to 7 kilometers. The beach is lined with hotels, bars, and restaurants. Many people come here to swim because of the water is so clear. On days when waves are stronger, you often see people windsurfing. On the way back, we bought some grilled corn by the beach. It's 80 baht per ear, but honestly, it was really good. Then we slowly walked back through Chaweng Road, stopped by Central again to watch a lion dance performance and pick up some few things before heading back to the villa. And that's a wrap for day 3. This morning, I asked the chef to prepare khao tom kui for us along with spicy salted egg salad and Chinese sausage and crispy pork with kales. And after the breakfast, we drove to see Hinta and Hinyai rocks. The road along the way was amazing with stunning views of the turquoise sea and huge boulders scattered along the roadside. Soon we enter a small alley leading to Laem Beach. It's a narrow street but definitely worth to explore on foot. I will make sure to walk around here next time. Then we arrived at Hinta and Hinyai rocks. There were many shops selling calamari candy, which was delicious. My mom even bought 2 bags of them. If you come to Koh Samui, this is the must-visit spot. Otherwise, it's like you haven't really been here yet. It's one of the island's most famous landmarks, rock formations shaped by wind and waves that resemble male and female genitalia. And the toll behind the name was an elderly couple once traveled here to ask for a bride for their son. They both sang near this spot. The grandparents prayed that their presence would be remembered as a sign that they had arrived and have not broken their promise, and their bodies turned into the rocks are now known as Grandpa and Grandma Rocks. After visiting, we drove back to the villa, but on the way we passed a small market and of course couldn't resist stopping. This one was called White Market. Most of stores sell food, so we bought some food and snacks to take back for the villa stuff as well, and then spent the evening enjoying the villa. For breakfast, we had a quick fried rice to keep us full for the journey ahead. Then it was time to say goodbye to the villa. Honestly, I didn't want to leave. Everything here was perfect. The accommodation, the staff, the service, the food, truly top-notch. And it was time to head to the ferry. There was a bit of traffic on the way, and as usual, I forgot to book the ticket for the car in it once again. Once I realized all the slots were full, so we had to wait in line again. Fortunately, there were restaurants and beautiful beach nearby to walk along. I wanted to swim, but there were no shower facilities, so I decided not to. 4 hours later, it was finally our turn, and we departed Koh Samui. For anyone interested in more details about Sangsuri Beach Villas, I would include the information in the description below. And this is my Koh Samui trip. Once again, this trip wouldn't have been possible without Sangsuri Beach Villas. Thank you so much for the full support and warm hospitality from the entire team. And also, I truly appreciate the collaboration with Chanakan Gallery in creating a Villa's new campaign production. And of course, a big thank to you all, everyone who watched this vlog. If you enjoyed it, please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you again in the next video.